Welcome to the Life Chat Podcast, seeking the truth with Derek Powell, navigating you through. Every Wednesday night, new topics ignite. Join the journey, let's take flight. Bringing insights that change our view. Derek's voice, clear and true. Tune in each week, discover new light. Life Chat Podcast, reach a new height.
Welcome once again to Life Chat Podcast, everybody. Thank you for joining me tonight. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to be a part of the solution instead of part of the problem. You notice we started kind of late tonight because, unforeseen circumstances. Sometimes life shows up, life happens, but we had to keep pushing, we had to keep moving and keep grinding. But we are here tonight with Dr. MichelleBoulden-Hammond, and the topic for tonight is something that I'm definitely not familiar with. But Dr. MichelleBoulden-Hammond is a holistic healing practitioner. And tonight's topic is resonant healing voices. So we're going to dive right in and try to get to the nitty-gritty, down to the nitty-gritty of what this is all about, y'all. So maybe y'all can learn some things right along with me, because some things I just don't know. Hey, Dr. Michelle.
Hey, how are you?
How you doing? I am well.
I'm here.
Dr. MichelleBoulden-Hammond.
Hello, everybody.
Okay, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about tonight's experiences. What happened with, because we talked a little bit off screen about why we're starting late tonight, but can you just share a little bit of information, because some other people might want to know about it?
So again, I'm Dr. MichelleBoulden-Hammond. I'm a holistic practitioner, wellness for mind, body, and soul. So the reason why we were on late is because an incident happened with a chipped tooth here in the back. So again, I like doing things the holistic way, even though it's a little pain, but it's not pain. So I had told Derek, I said, look, can we move this up a little bit time forward, because I have to do some stuff with my mouth. So I am talking better compared to what I was earlier. But one of the remedies, again, I'm not diagnosing. Let me put that out there. I'm just giving you an intervention that you may use, because we go to the dentist. We get teeth pulled, but our teeth are with our bodies, different organs in our body. So when they give you those numbers, like when you go to the dentist and different, those actually work with your organs. So try to save the tooth as you can. People choose to do what they want to do, but one of the things, like for toothache, one of the things is you drink some cloves. You take some hot clove. You can chew on the clove, because why we use clove is because of the it's it takes away the bacteria and little stuff, and it's a cleansing thing for that, and it actually can do a numbing for your tooth. So I will try. I've been doing that so far, and the pain has resided. Didn't really hit on a nerve, but I'm going to try to salvage it, to keep it, just deal with it. I actually had one last year. Yeah.
For people that don't know, cloves taste like black licorice. Like the strongest version of black licorice.
Little round bold. Yeah, and some salt. Because again, what does salt do? It purifies, it takes stuff out. So that's my remedy that I've done. Yeah, and it was chipped in the back here. Thank God it's in the back, but
okay. So at least it's not one of those gold teeth.
No.
But
anyway, if that happens, that's have to go get an implant, or I have to walk around like Mr. Wilson, like with a chiclet tooth.
No, don't do that. But sometimes, I'm trying to find a way to clear up this one here with the discoloration, and that was one of my issues. I had trouble with, like, a long time ago. I had like insecurity because this tooth here that's like discolored. So I'm trying to find a remedy for that. So that's just something that, some things that we need to take care of as we grow older. Some things we need to take care of as we start to mature up here mentally and try to get ourselves together and keep ourselves in shape.
And that's what that is, Derek. I think it's because I'm getting older. I always took care of my teeth, but it is. But I'm gonna try to hold on to what I have, because a lot of people don't realize a lot of your tooth is connected to an organ. And when you mess with certain there's some holistic ways. You don't have very many, but there are holistic dentists around. You just have to search for them.
Just like everything else.
Just like everything else, yeah. Because you think about it. Let's just be on the tooth problem. Because you think about it. When you get those silver caps in your mouth. So what is that? Metal, right? So that's like, that's not a good thing. Notice now when they're doing stuff with people, the caps. Remember how kids had the caps and then the fillings. Those fillings, they're not being really good. So, I mean, people choose to do what they want to do. But as for me, I'm going to try to keep it. If it's not really going bad like that, I'm going to do what I need to do to save it. Because again, your teeth are a part of your organs. They are connected to something in your body. So
yeah, that's what the nerves. That's the purpose of the nerve. Well, not the purpose of the nerves, but the nerves run through your body, through your system, through your body as well, and they all are connected to something. It's not just floating around in there for no reason. But there's an alternative to everything, so it's just up to us to find out and seek out the alternative and find out what works best for us.
That's it.
What works best for us? What works best for us right now is trying to figure out what resonant healing voices means. What does resonant healing voices mean?
So the purpose of this book, let me just start from the purpose of this book. So the purpose of this book is
this book, the new book, your new book, because you have a new book coming out too, new book launch.
Yeah, okay. So that came out, Resonate Healing Voices. So basically, this is a collective anthology with other practitioners in the wellnesses of holistic health, alternative practices, modalities. But why now? I will say that when books come out or when I get the inspiration about the books, it's not the same year. So it's usually like this last year was already in the plan for this year. But I always question myself. I don't question, but I know it's a reason why it's put out there for the time. Because now, just think, I don't want to give you chills or whoever may be watching this, but I just want you to know that sometimes you have to be aligned in where your timing needs to be in this chart of life, right? So, for instance, people are losing medical insurance. People don't know how to do things, right? So 9 times out of 10, some of these practices that each one of some of my practitioners are in this book have gave out remedies for your wellness, mind, body, and soul. It's just an alternative thing that you can come into. I had no idea. I was like, why? When I had this, I had no idea. Like, get the date out, because now look what's happening. Everything's being stripped away. People not having food. people's medical insurances. They're going to be dropping different stuff. So what are you going to do to keep yourself well? So this is why this book is so important right now. I'm glad that the team, and I'll give you a couple of names, that joined me with this, that answered the call. And then one special person that every one of them has a good gift. Every one of them has a gift. So we have Dr. DeLone, Michelle Villejas. She talks about the trauma, but she also talks about, how we look at sex. Look at sex as being such a dirty thing. But she even explained, and you can go back and watch the book launch where she talked about her story, shared a little bit of her story about how, people don't believe that the body keeps score. She was having these attacks and blackouts due to being overstressed. So she gives out the remedy on how to heal yourself with trauma. Michelle Del Carmen Rodriguez and Calvin Young, they are experts who teach sound healing, not only in sound healing, but Maria also brings out the cultural, how it's been diminished, like, practices. If you're using herbs and stuff, and people call it witchcraft, or it's been demonized. Calvin comes from the realm of recovery, how he found his journey by being in prison. Now he's all over in the prison systems and was a person who grew up in the church. Father was a pastor, so he had to find out what his place was. I have Makiba Miller, who is a part of it as well. She is an Ayurvedic person. She shares her story about how the herbal medicine, which you don't see, which is an Indian type of herb, but she went to the African because that was her daughter's DNA, how her daughter had a liver problem, and her using these herbs actually helped cure her daughter. Her daughter's living today, living testimony, and it was, and, yeah. So yeah. Then I have April, who's a massage, who talks about, different, how you feel different ways. I have Ramona Carter, who also talks about different ways of learning different herbs. And I have Felicia, who talks about her DNA, and Sherry Stein, who's also a massage therapist, but she also brings that. And I have Dr. Ray Haymore, who is the founder, which, and a lot of people don't know. I went to the DMV area the weekend. A lot of people don't know. If you want to know, you need to go to holisticprofessionalsofcolor.com and really learn. This here is a Holistic Professional Color University. She's the founder of the school that is basically teaching us how that our ancestral wisdoms is not what people think it is. It's for us to gain the knowledge to get that. So it's very important. I love it. And my poison, when I come to Resonate Voices, I talk about how the way I use my words to empower others. That's like a big gift of mine. But I also talk about, I do the sound healing. I host retreats and all that type of stuff. But it's very important that your voice resonates. Even whatever modality that you do, just do it with the voice where it resonate for to empower others. So that's what I talk about in my story.
So when you say when your voice resonates, what do you mean by that? Because my opinion, that means the vibration of your voice and all that different type of stuff. Is that along the lines or
along the lines? Because here's the thing. When you use your voice, they say your words are power, right? Right? We talk about our words of power. So when you activating that power, either you're planning something or you uprooting something. So in the fire of when you resonate, you're supposed to intact if that person is really listening. That's the thing. You got to really be listening. And then you got to resonate whatever the life that you want to bring into that person or the situation. So most of the time when somebody needs healing, what do? They go for the healing, right? But it's also, you have to be conducive on what you're going to gain from that healing. It's what the intention is behind the healing. And people come to us and you be like, it's not nothing magic. It's just the vibrations, the alignment, and we all energy anyway. So what are you vibrating in that light? You got to bring the light to the situation. So some people may receive it and some people may not receive it. But most of the time when I talk to people, I really get a feel for people because I can feel people. I can discern really well. That's an example with you. So that's an example with you. So you sit there asking me that question. You didn't have know for your fact. You know for a fact. So you know how it works. So you know our past. So you know our past. So it had to be something that I resonated in you. And look where you are today.
The question wasn't for me. The question wasn't for me. That question wasn't for me. The question was for the audience. The question was for people that's going to watch the episode. But yeah, so as far and then everything you just said about frequencies and speaking things, using the whole resonating voice. With that being said, you also have to, if somebody comes to you or comes to one of your colleagues and is seeking this information or seeking the help, they also have to do some work. So what is the work that they have to do?
So the work that they have to do is, first of all, the first thing you got to know is you got to, don't come with the job. If you really want to do the work, you're going to put in the work. It's not no instant thing. The thing about healing process is it does take a while. Think about it. You got so many people that had so much junk stored in their bodies for so long. It might take 50 sessions. It might take 50 sessions. But you also give them a regimen, an assessment plan on where they're at. So, because I'm just not going to treat one thing, because what I'm going to dig to the root of the thing. Because again, the mind, the body, and the soul. Everybody think that that's a different thing. No, 1 is 1, 2 is 2, 3 is 3. But if 1 is messed up, it can trickle down to the other 2 and 3. So what you want to do is get to the root cause of the issue and then press forth the healing. Then with that.
All right, Miss Doula, and you mentioned before that you were a doula. Can you describe what a doula is again, please? Because things didn't slip my mind. So just
that's okay. So I am a birth doula and I'm a death doula. So what the part of the birth doula is, I am the one to help prepare you, to help you proceed to bring your child through this life, to life. And as a death doula, my role is to help prepare you for your journey for wherever it's big.
So both in both of those, is that a spiritual thing?
So it depends on what the client wants. So for instance, a doula, I have people who want sound bowls in the rooms. I have people who want aromatherapy in the room. People want certain downloads in the room. But in the portion of a deaf doula, the preparation. Do you have all your stuff in order? 2, checklist. On your way passing it, is there any type of music that you want to do? So for instance, if there's someone who's a Native American, there's a whole different ceremonies and stuff that. So that'll be called for the elders and all that type of stuff. I'll make sure all of that stuff is together. Just to be there to be the supports. Both is support for the families. Because we know I've worked in healthcare numerous years. What happens? Some of the family come in, you just sitting around looking at the person leaving this in transition, right? Where's the memories to talk to make it easier? Where is prayers? Where's the support for the family? Like, you need to go out and get the coffee for them. Help prepare for the transition, and then to make things that their wishes, what they want. If it's certain things that they want played, make sure till the end, till it's time for the funeral. That's where my role is.
So this is my last question on this topic. Is there a cultural difference? Is there a cultural thing going on with the doula, being a doula? Like, have you run into any differences being a doula and dealing with cultural differences? Different backgrounds have different belief systems, different practices. So have you run into any?
I haven't run into any, because again, I go as myself. I tell them who I am. For instance, I have a birth that's coming up next month, right? So I went through a birth plan with her. What kind of music do you want played? She wants gospel music, right? She wants, do you want any type of scents in the room? Do you want any type, things like that? But there can be, it's all over with the choose. If there's the Indians, I'm very diverse. So you tell me what you need, I'll make sure it gets to the room.
Okay. All right. Just asking because some things. Sometimes people's belief system is so strong they won't allow anything else in. So
Right,
I just wanted to ask that
that's their
question.
right too, and that's their right too. But then
Yeah.
I want to go back to where you say, let me give you some historical. See, that's why I love HPOP, because it gives you the history. So basically, I
What
know
is,
you
what is HPOP?
basically, if you remember, what'd you say?
What is HPOP?
Holistic
Just
Professionals of Color.
okay. All right. Okay.
All right,
Okay.
that's what HPOP is. I That's what HPOP is. So they give you the
I do.
ancestor.
Some people may not know.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I want them to go and look, because there's a plenty of resources there for you. One of the things is, when we talk about the ancestral wisdom, if you go back to historical wise, think about during slavery time, right? Or you have seen movies in the past where you had a woman that would travel from house to house, place to place, help people deliver babies. At that time, you would call
Midwife.
her midwife, right? That's what, because again, Black people wasn't allowed to go to the hospitals. And you would have the support of the whole family in the room, while the men in the room, out in the other room or outside, prayers would be going on. That's no different, but that's a modern day today is a doula, midwifery. So what happened was, it got changed after we couldn't do it anymore. Then that's when they put the nursing and all that stuff involved into it. So yeah, it was gatekept, but it's back, because now they figure out the reason why they have doulas. Because here's another thing: a lot of people, even though Medicaid people might be losing the Medicaid, but Medicaid does pay for services in Delaware and in Maryland.
You mean for as
Doula
far as
services.
doulas?
Doula
Okay.
services,
Okay.
which is a holistic type of way to help to be the support, the advocate for a mother who's birthing. They can carry her through her prenatal and through her postpartum, because people of color, especially Black women, have maternal death rates. So it has been proven that having doulas in your rooms can help with the situation of the birth deaths. So that is why it's now crucial. You hear some more about it a lot now. But people have been doing it for years. Private people with money been doing it for years. But now Medicaid in some states, not all states, but I do Maryland, Delaware does, because I work with some other people in the other counties. And you get 8 services before prenatal, 1 birth, during the birth delivery, and 4 postpartum. Because then again, you find out postpartum time is mostly when the mother really, really needs you, because it's a lot.
Well, being a male, I don't have much of a clue what postpartum really goes into as far as like detail wise. But I know what the word is, but not really what it entails as far as being from a
A
female point of
whole
view.
emotional
But
problem. So yeah, it's a whole emotional problem. It can be an emotional trying time for a female after giving birth. So it's very crucial that you watch her. And then there's different areas that you can specialize in as a doula. So for instance, if you're a birth live, you could just be the prenatal person, or you can just be the postpartum area. So I have a friend of mine who just deals with the postpartum, because she feels as though to follow them 6 months is more crucial a time after you had a baby. How you feeling?
I just have to be the buffer here. I just have to be the buffer. So, when a woman's pregnant and she's about to deliver, and the whole process, the whole cycle, men, we go through things too during that time. Is there anything there in place for the man?
Again, the support. That's why also a doula is there. If he needs to take a break while she's in there delivering, then that's when the doula can step in to be that partner, to help her through, to help relax her, different things like that. But again, that maybe that needs to be a study. Don't make me go look that up. See what you gotta get a needs assessment out there to see if you might be just 1 out of 1. I don't know, but that could be a needs assessment done.
Make me the 1 out of 1. Make me. I gotta be the one. Why? Why me? Why not you? But okay. So we're gonna move on. Can you just, we're gonna try to wrap this up a little bit, but a little bit more about your book, because this actually is about your new book, about your book release. Can you just give us some more information about your book? Show us the cover, the title again.
So the cover is Resonate Healing Voices. Let's see if we can get it back, because I got this screen up a little bit. There we go. Resonate Healing Voices Anthology. If you notice, I got the relaxation, and purple's my favorite color. Why purple? Because it gives you calm. It gives you calm. But it's very high elite professionals who are wellness practitioners. I can give you a couple of the chapters are too, so that I'm not going to read all, but I can tell you that there are letters to the readers from each one of the practitioners, I'll read mine tonight, the end of the show with. I'll give them a treat.
This is not actually going to end the show, because we have one more topic to discuss before the end of the show. Well, go ahead. It's only going to take a few seconds, but go ahead.
So one of the chapters is called Resonate Healing Voices, My Journey of Restoration and Resilience. Living Proof, My Life in Healing. Healing with Sovereignty, Reclaiming the Mind, the Body, and the Spirit Through Ancestral Truth. The Healing Power of Recovery. Being Held in Stillness, which is restorative yoga as self-care. The Mountain Called Me Home. Alchemy of Faith and Healing. The Beginning, The Search, My Journey to Resonate Healing. Touched by Massage, Held by My Healing. And My Voice Contributes to Healing, which is mine. And then there's letters to the readers.
So this is all your work, or was this collaborative? As far as
it was a collaborative. That's the collaborative anthology. Collaborative anthology. I was the visionary behind it. Right. I let the team know what it was going to be done. They did it. They did that. Nobody knew, but I loved the fact when I sat here and I read it, when I got everybody's manuscript, I was like, wow, this is superb for right now. Like, because people going through in their minds, right? It's a lot going on. So this will be very good to get you through whatever.
Resonant Healing Voices Anthology by Dr. MichelleBoulden-Hammond, and is it team?
Yeah, the team. I put the team, professional wellness stewards.
Okay. Yeah.
So you want me to read the letter, or you want me wait?
Bring it.
Oh, bring it. So this is a letter. This is my letter. So my letter is Letter to the Beloved Reader. Beloved, words hold power. Each thought you speak into existence shapes the way your heart believes and the way your spirit heals. Affirmations are just not phrases. They are seeds of truth you plant within your soul. With each repetition, you are watering hope, nurturing peace, and calling forth the life you desire. Healing begins when you allow your mind, your body, and your spirit to align with love and compassion. When you say, I am worthy of peace, or I am whole and healing, you are gently rewriting the stories of pain and transforming them into pathways of restoration. These affirmations are bridges, leading you from where you have been to where you are going. Integration of healing means you carry these truths into your daily life, Let affirmations guide your choices, steady your emotions, and remind you of the inner light. Speak them in the morning as the sun rises, whisper with them in moments of doubt, and let them cradle you at night. With time, these words become more than reminders, they become reality. Remember this: healing is not a destination, but a journey of becoming. Affirmations keep you rooted in your faith, reminding you that even through the challenges, you are still growing, still thriving, still whole. May you continue to speak words of life, walk in grace, and find joy in the integration of your healing with peace and encouragement, beloved.
There's your applause. But that was a good reading. That was a good reading because, as we all know, there's positive affirmations, also negative affirmations. It's not always a verbal. It don't always have to be verbal. Just your thought processes also. But, it can also push you into another way of thinking about yourself and the way you think about yourself, where you're going to conduct yourself. So we're going to wrap this up. That was a lot of information. Thank you again, Miss Dr. MichelleBoulden-Hammond. You'll be on the lookout for some more literary works of art, because I know there's some more coming. And speaking of some more coming, and this was my last topic, the last portion. So I've heard through the grapevine that you have somebody that you've been dealing with, you've been working with as with a new book eventually coming out sometime soon. Would you like to let the world know who this person is and what this book and how do you feel about this book?
How do I feel about this book? So everyone, he is talking about himself. So he is talking about his book that will be coming out pretty soon. Yes. I want to say, matter of fact, I need to read you the forward, but I ain't gonna read it tonight.
Thank you.
I'm honored to have been the one to write your forward and help you get this along. So it's one part, but we're gonna work on the second part because it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a good story that you're gonna be able to get into. I like it. I really do like it. That's why I'm trying to hold on to it for a little bit. See what else swing I can put.
No. Don't hold me back. Don't hold me back.
No, but I'm excited about it. It's taking me a little bit time though to get it because I that's just me. I want to get it done right. I don't want to be rushing nothing either. So.
All right. I just wanted to put that out there and have, just let folks know that you also are very good with the book publishing preparation process. Guess that's going to be the word. But yeah, Dr. Michelle has definitely helped me get my book along, and soon to be a published author, Mr. Derek J. Powell Sr. And I'm looking forward to it. I just want to say thank you for helping me out again with this book process, and we'll discuss more about it off screen. We'll discuss more about it later. But I just wanted to say thank you for coming on again tonight. And this is like your third time being on Life Chat Podcast since the initial upstart of Life Chat Podcast, which was October 1st, 2024.
Ooh, I'm excited. Well, not only that, you're forgetting something. So in the long 13 months for me. November
for us.
Yeah, but so for it being November, the month of November, there's a initiative of men's wellness month. So Mr. Derek and a couple of other gentlemen, Anthony Carter, who is a filmmaker, Jermichael Mitchell, who is a community advocate, citizen, and Todd Ledbetter, who is a well-known jazz saxophonist. They will be coming on November 22nd at
11 o'clock p.m. 11 o'clock a.m. Saturday morning.
And it will be streamed live.
11 o'clock a.m. Saturday morning. Can you say that again, please? Because I think we had a little interruption. I think we had a little interruption with my network here. So can you say it again, please? Just to help me out up here mentally. Can you say that one more time, please, about this episode that's coming up?
So on November the 22nd, from 11 a.m. to 12, just 1 hour. Now it may go over because I think this is going to be a hot topic. Men need healing too. So that is a platform that I will be streaming. I will be conducting on men's wellness for mind, body, and soul. I have some key colors. Mr. Derek Powell is going to be one of the speakers. Yay! He's going to be one of the... He's going to be one of the speakers. And it's so, what I think is so amazing about this, because I had talked this over with you, with Mr. Todd, and to bring this to virtual, but I'm looking forward for this to be a platform where you guys can get together. So there's some key, Anthony Carter. I actually got to meet him. He's a filmmaker, Sundance. His film I met him over the summer, and he's all about men's health, because he talks about how he transformed his whole health system, because he was going to the doctor and they was like, oh, because your family had that. He was like, well, I don't accept that. What about me? So he changed the whole demographics. Mr. Todd Ledbetter, he is a person who is aligned. I mean, he's a jazz saxophone, but we have had talking about the mind, dealing with mind issues, mental health issues. Jermichael Mitchell is a community advocate where he just said it this week because some big tragic happened in Salisbury. He was online yesterday talking about how
I saw
we need to have spaces. So I'm glad. See, I'm showing you this is alignment, right? Because look what did happen, and then look what I had already put that out there. So something new that this was going to be needed. So that's how I follow. If Eddie, you see how I get excited talking about that? That's why when you align and at the right place you need to be. That's all you want to do.
I think we discussed that. I think we had a conversation. Was it last year? Was it last year or early beginning?
Last year. It was around about this time. Yeah, around about this time. And it's coming together. And then look what didn't happen. You know what I mean? So yeah, and I loved it. When I asked, he gave me the vision on who to ask. Everybody said yes. So.
Well, I just want you to know I'm thankful that you believe enough in me to have me on the panel, to have me as far as to be a guest speaker, and to help me connect with some other men that can definitely help the masses.
So I'm looking for this to be an in-person
individual.
I'm looking for you guys to meet up for this to be an in-person thing. And actually, Mr. Carter actually wants to do something like this. It's just the point of us bringing him here, getting him here. He's in Connecticut, but getting him here. Never know. He might be another one of his films. I don't know. How it's gonna go.
All right. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to make that happen. We're having. But it's time to wrap this up now. You're doing a lot of smiling now. That tooth must be that gum line. Thank you, Dr. MichelleBoulden-Hammond, for being
that closed and worked, baby. That shows you the miracle of clothes.
That you are and the influence that you are in my life today.
Oh, don't make me cry.
No, don't cry. I'm hungry and I'm ready to go to sleep, so that's why I'm ready to get off. But no,
it's a nice steak on a nice.
Stop it. But thank you once again. Thank you, everybody, for being a part of Life Chat Podcast. Be safe. Be blessed.